Pilots to the strip. Kill the flight. You are cleared for takeoff.
Julius flight. Engage burn and flight heading 110.
Alright, here we go. Missile incoming!
Launching countermeasures.
Alright, shut them down.
I've got a shot. Clear them out.
Thanks for the assist.
Anytime.
Quantum jammers engaged.
Let's finish this.
Aerospace. All systems online.
Scans are clear. Understood.
Come on, Dugan! We kill you to fly a little less crazy? I don't know what you're griping about. I just liberated you from those miscreants. More like kidnapped. Do you want me to give you back? Not particularly. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa, not a good idea! Where's your co-pilot anyway? Mal? Really not a good idea? I think we lost him. I think something's on fire back there. Hush. We had some wild times on this ship, huh? Remember when Surleys tried to steal it?
Which time? He always had a weird fixation on the duck.
Think he still does?
No, I heard he's dead.
So are we if you don't get back up here? Those miscreants caught up. Hi-yi-yi. Just get in the damn turret. Come on, you bushwhacking Ranus, let's go!
Gonna shoot or talk to him? You gonna get me in a position? You see that?
Do I still got it? Or do I still got it?
Sulo Pindo.
is terrible. And I told you, they're programmed to recognize my voice. How much are the deacons paying for me anyway? You aren't gonna talk your way out of this one, buddy.
After eating the bear's breakfast, Goldilocks explored their house. She saw 3 chairs and wanted badly to rest her feet. But the first chair she tried was much too small. So she tried the second chair, and it was much too big. But when she tried the third chair, she found that it was just right.
The really incredible thing about being here at the Intergalactic Aerospace Show is the unexpected surprises that sit idling around every corner. Everything and anything from utilizing the urinal right next to a certain Squadron 42 pilot to realizing my personal fantasy of piloting a Crusader Starliner loaded with the 2946.
I don't know if it worked. Wait, that's live. We want just chatting. And I think I did it. Where can you guys see and hear me? I think so. Yeah, there we are. Thanks, Sarah. Where did my OBS go? I found it. So we have not streamed for about a month, and now we've made a change. So we're actually streaming to Twitch and YouTube at the same time, which is not what we were doing for a while. So it's a little rough. It's going to be a little rough around the edges here, but my OBS, there it is. There it is. All right, I think I'm good to go. So there's going to be a lot of new things going on here. I'm not really going to get everything perfect. Shut up, Morocco. We're trying some new stuff, okay? We're gonna try to make the stream a little bit better and more fun. Last year we did a lot of different things, but it was kind of a slower paced year. This year we're gonna try to pick it up a little bit.
Hey, ask Morocco, how's your server that you're in?
He can hear you.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. You're actually really freaking loud. Hold on, let me take a look at.
I can't get in his server because it's very busy.
It's full.
But if it's a good server, I'd just be there and just keep spamming it.
Yeah. All right.
Because if we're gonna do what I'm thinking we're gonna do, yeah, a nice full server would be great.
Yes. So, all right, let's explain a few things here. So, last year, like I said, we were a little on the slow side. This year, we're going to try to pick it up. We're going to have more fun, more action. We're going to do a lot more. And you'll see what I mean today. And hopefully we're able to grow a little bit more so we can get some more people in with us, because that's going to really help a lot. But yeah, we're going to change things up. When it comes to the giveaways, we're also slowing down on that. They're not going away. They're just not going to be as often. And then I'd like to change the way we do giveaways. I want to do like little in-game contests where we compete against each other to win things, rather than, you know, doing a random drawing. I'll probably do a random drawing for some things, but we'll kind of see how that goes. Right after our last stream, it was like 2 days later. I think it was, what was that? December 6th was our last stream, I think. Just a couple days later, I got sick. I got really, really sick. And I still have it, but I'm at the very end of it. So you might see me come up here and tap on, just like that. That mutes it. You might see me tap on my microphone to mute it. And then you'll see me hack up a lung over here because, you know, just every once in a while I get this cough that just really
Maybe you should shut off your
sucks,
video
man.
too, because we don't want to see you hack up.
It's not that bad. I mean, you know, it's not like I'm actually hacking up a lung. I mean, that would
As
be
long as
bad.
nothing launches out of your mouth.
If it does, it'll project out that way or out that way, so no one has to really see anything. And then it'll be a smaller screen than what you guys are seeing right now, so it'll be a little bit better. Let's see. So yeah, so one of the things I did, you guys can't actually see this on here. I don't think you can. Actually, I'm going to try it. I'll say this is a test. So because we're on YouTube as well as Twitch now, there's a couple other things happening here. So we have two chats to deal with, and that can be really rough. So what I did is I put at the bottom, you'll see it which direction, this way, down in that corner, on every screen that we're at, in that bottom left corner of the screen, you'll see a chat, and it comes up and it disappears. I think each message will stay up for 30 seconds or until it, goes up off the screen. I think right about where the bottom of this my window is here, where you see me, I think that's about the top of the chat window. But when we're playing the game and everything, I don't have it working on this screen yet. But when we are anywhere else, you'll see the chats come up there. So if someone shows up on YouTube and they say something, you'll see that chat on the screen for Twitch and for YouTube. So Twitch and YouTube users can talk to each other if they want to. But that's there. That works. It doesn't work on this little chat window though, like I said. So we have to ignore that. So today we have some plans. So I have 2 ideas, and we can do, depending on our time, we can do one or both. One of the things that I want to do, because I haven't done it yet, is I want to use the reclaimer to salvage some ships. And I've done the old salvage where you're stripping the hull off, but I have not done the one where you rattle the ship into pieces and then you rattle that into dust and suck it in. So that's one of those things I want to do. And the more we have for that, the better, because I mean, a pilot and at least 2 other people, so 3 people, which we've got here, would be great. 4 probably even better. So if anyone wants to join, say so. We can always use other people. The more the merrier.
And that's not all we're doing.
Yeah, that's not all we're doing. The other idea that I've got is to kind of start like a little mini pirate team here and learn, see if we can learn and find a way to make pirating successful for small groups. So what people tend to do right now is they'll get like 10 people together, and they'll go out and they'll have some people in fighters, and then they'll have someone in like a C2 or a hull D, or C, not a D, a C, a hull C. And then they'll have some people on the ground. And what they'll do is they'll wait for somebody to come to one of the salvage yards like Brio's with like a C2 or whatever full of stuff. And the correct way to do this, if you are ever doing that, is to not be greedy and hire a couple of people, split your money with them, to be escorts, in fighters. Hire some competent people. If you really want to do really good, Avenger Squadron is for hire. You can hire a couple of them, and then you will guarantee get your money, but you got to split it with them, which is better than splitting it with someone else, because they are very good at dogfighting until we get master modes. That's a whole other story there. Anyway, you come in, you got a C2, you should have some fighters so that your C2 can escape if there's pirates there. In our case, we're not going to have all that. We're going to have 1 guy on the ground, 1 guy in the sky, maybe 2 in the sky or 2 on the ground. We'll figure it out. It's going to be a learning curve. And when somebody comes in, we'll try to take the guy out before he can sell his cargo. And then whoever's hiding in the C2 up in space will come down, or I mean, maybe they're not up there. Maybe we are landed, but then we'll go over, we'll break into that C2 and we'll try to fly it and our C2 to space, to a safe spot, transfer everything over and leave. I know one of the tricks to that, or one of the problems that we'll have, is if we take that from somebody and they're able to get a few people from their org to help them, we're going to have a problem, because they're going to be able to see a marker for their ship the entire time. So wherever we take it, they can see their ship. So we're going to have to go quick, or we might have a few fighters show up to take us out. But that's on the agenda. And Ralph, which one do you want to do first? Which one do you want to do first?
Doesn't matter to me. Let's go.
Well, hey, wait. Morocco's here. He's with us. Morocco, do you have a preference of which one you want to do first?
Oh, is he? Oh, he's not in chat with us.
He's not in here, but he's in Twitch. He's in Twitch chat.
Tell him jump on Discord.
Oh, he heard you. Oh yeah. Hey, so another thing too. It's probably pretty important to know that YouTube streaming is not great. In fact, I'm looking at my live on there right now, and it's still showing the stream starting soon. I'm gonna refresh that and see if that fixes. That might not have been the right button to hit. Oh, there it goes. Okay, it's good. Anyway, so I need to like actually watch my stream over here. The stream on YouTube, usually from my experiences so far, it's pretty slow. So when, like, if you're watching on YouTube or interacting with somebody that's on YouTube, they tend to be like, they could be like 10 to 20 seconds behind, more than Twitch. I've had cases where I was actually 3 or 4 minutes behind the streamer, which is a lot. I did change the settings and I tested it out. You guys probably saw some of those streams in the last week, the test streams I did, which when I started today, still had all the test messages up and I had to get rid of those. But some of the test streams I did, I found if I change it, YouTube, to like ultra low latency, which is the best way to go, then there's a lot of lag. Like it struggles to keep up and it buffers all the time. So I don't really do that. I don't like the buffering. That's a pain to watch. So I put it to just the regular low latency. So we'll work on that. Morocco, did you hear the 2 options that I proposed here for what we're gonna do? Ralph, take us in. Are we joining on Morocco? You're already in. All right.
Yeah, I'm already in.
All right, I'm working on getting in. So in case you didn't hear it, Morocco, oops. The idea, there's 2 of them. The first one is, we're trying to pick one. We're trying to pick one. The idea is either do the newer salvage stuff in a reclaimer, or go try to make some real money and learn how to be a pirate since there's 3 of us, with 3 people and anybody else who wants to join. It's always better with more, but the less we have, the more learning we have to do, which isn't a problem. It can be exciting. All right. I'm kind of more for the pirating one. What do you guys think?
Well, I enjoy either.
So you're 50-50. I'm 75-25 for pirating. Just because it's fun. I like to kill shit. But there's a lot of downtime.
If we're sitting out there chomping a ship and making money on that, we're sitting ducks.
Yeah, well, see, that's the thing. Like, if we're doing that, we're the ones that would get pirated.
Right.
But then on the other side, we would be doing the pirating, but we may not be successful. We may be pirates that get pirated. We might successfully get ourselves a ship and try to head out to turn it in and then get pirated. I mean, it's possible, but I think there's less to lose there. Hey, Papa Cram. Oh, speaking of that, I got to update you guys on the stream times. It is changing quite a bit. And Papa Cram jumping on reminded me of that. Stream times are moving to Thursdays and Fridays at 6 p.m. Pacific time. That's 9 p.m. Eastern, and I don't know what time that is anywhere else. There will still be Saturday streams, but they're unscheduled, meaning I'm not scheduling them. They're just kind of random pop-up streams, but they'll be there. The idea behind this is I really like playing this game, and I like streaming and finding new people to play with. And so that's kind of why I stream, to get new people in here and to play and to kind of show people what the game is about, and build a group of people that have like similar mindsets and play styles and want to do similar things, and get that group going on Discord, so we can all talk to each other and find each other and get our things going there, and just have an amazing time in this game, because it's very possible, and the more you have, the better, usually. But the problem is on like Saturdays and Sundays, that's really the only time that I have to spend with family. Weekdays, there's not a whole heck of a lot of time. So I try to give that as much as I can to my family, and I found that I was taking a lot of that away by streaming every Saturday. And you guys probably noticed there was a lot of times where I didn't stream. I had to cancel a stream. Sometimes it was because of family things and stuff like that. But the idea is to be able to cancel as few streams as possible, still stream. I can do 6+ hours on Thursdays and Friday nights, and then, you know, maybe 1, 2, or 3 Saturdays a month, depending on what's going on, I'll be able to stream then too. There's going to be busier times. Like in the summer, I'll probably stream less on Saturdays. In the winter, I'll probably stream more because there's a lot of rain out there. Not much to do. So yeah, we'll kind of see how it goes, and I mean, I might change it around a little bit. Yeah, winter is it creates some headaches. So I live in Oregon, so out of the, how many days in a year is there? Like 350, 360? I don't know why I don't know this. 300 what? 65?
Yeah.
Yeah, 365 days a year, and 360 of those it's raining. So we're we're inside a lot. That's why we love our video games.
Well, thank God for next week. It's going to snow.
Well, it's supposed to, but I don't think it's going to stick. In the mountains it will. Down here, I don't think it will. We're all in the Willamette Valley. That's where probably like 90% of the Oregon population is at. It's interesting. It's an interesting place. All right. I see Morocco and Ralph. Wow, we're all really split up. Who's that one? This one is...
I'm looking all over my map.
Morocco's at Microtech.
I'm looking all over my map, and I don't see Cram anywhere in here. Where in the hell's Cram?
Where is Papa Cram? Oh, hey, if you guys haven't seen it, I think some of you guys were here when I started doing this, but if you haven't seen it, so we do like every Twitch channel. So this is for those on Twitch. For Twitch users, you get points for watching a stream, and the Twitch creator gets to name it and give it an icon and stuff like that. So as you guys watch, you'll see your Pico Balls. That's what I call them. Your Pico Balls. You get Pico Balls for watching, and if you click that to spend your Pico Balls, I didn't have icons on anything. It was all just like this little round bubble. Colored bubbles is what it was. But now everything's got an icon, so it looks a little bit nicer. All the sounds should work. So when we were doing the testing, some of those sounds did not work. I'm going to test one of these. I'm going to test the buzzer. Where's the buzzer? All right. Did you guys hear the buzzer? The buzzer should have worked. So that's actually going, the buzzer and the fart is going through voice mod on my computer. So I didn't have those working before, but they're good now. Let's see who's on this server. I know like Avenger 1 is playing and he's not here. That's a good thing. Bog is on here. He likes to kill people, so we got to pay attention to him a little bit. Let's see, who else do we got? The jackass Hedge is on this server.
Oh, whatever.
So far, I don't recognize anybody else. There's Morocco.
So you don't see Papa Cram either? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Nope. Papa Cram is not there.
Can't believe that.
He is not there. All right, so I think I'm gonna start off. So we'll do the standard. We'll do Brios. We'll go over there. Papa Cram did say, "Give me a few G's."
Brios for what? The pirating?
Yeah. Papa Cram,
I don't know about that.
Well, we
I'll
gotta
give her hell.
Well, that's the thing. We got to go check it out first. You know, we got to go look and see who's where. And and we kind of go from there. I mean, the best idea or the best scenario for us is to find a location like Brios that is not occupied by another group or organization. If we can find that, then we can take it. But with so few people, we got to make it look empty when it's not. That's kind of the idea there.
Be sneaky about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Very important to make it look empty. That way people will come in and they will land and they will get out and run inside and we kill them and then we go take their stuff. I think the big issue we'll have doing that is if they've got like a fighter in the sky, especially if they're in something like an A1 or an A2, and then they can just start dropping bombs on us. That's another problem too. Some people will come in and they'll have like an A2 or an A1 and they'll just bomb the place before they even land just to make sure it's clear. But if we stay inside for that, then we should be okay. Should be. Pot pie is done. All right, we'll see you when you come back, Papa Cram. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen, my beard got a little bit bigger. I trimmed it once. I think when did I do it? I think it was before that last stream.
Kind of feel dejected.
Why? Because you don't have a nice big beautiful beard like I do?
No, because we got traded up for a pot pie. He could have been on here.
That is true. That is true. All right.
I'm not real happy with Cram.
All right, Ralph. I think we're gonna put you in charge of planning here for this because you've done a lot of this over the last couple months. I've done a little bit of it, but not a lot like you have recently. So I think you probably understand some of the mechanics and how other people are doing this, and on both sides of it a little bit better than we do. So let us know what the plan is and we can provide some feedback.
This can be a very sleepy thing, or it can be a very exciting thing.
Yes.
Depending on whether or not we get any customers.
Yes.
So if we get customers, it's very exciting, and I would recommend, like you said a little bit ago, that is you want to be sneaky about it.
Yeah.
And so I would probably recommend, as opposed to going to Daymar, I think we should just go to Hurston.
Do it on Hurston.
Yeah, because it's kind of sleepy there, but you do get a lot of the best ones to get are the people that are, of course, full but also inexperienced.
Yeah,
because they don't bring a co-pilot or a fighter with them. But that's why we have you in the air, or a fighter, some kind of a fighter in the air. You hang out like 15 to 20K away.
Well,
and then when I call you in, then you zip over and take care of business if he has a fighter with him.
Well, hey Morocco, part of the issue is we've got to strategize it with few people. So there's going to be a lot of jobs that we can't have. So one of the things is we may have to not have fighters in the air, but still, like, the right plan might still require us to have one. Now, I say this because when someone does come in, we need to be able to take them out, and we don't want to scare them off. If there's a fighter, the second they detect us, they may turn around and buzz out. You know.
See, they're there to sell, so that means they have something on their ship, and it's probably illegal.
Right.
So that's the good thing. So what we do is we hit them before they make it to the terminal, after they're out of their ship.
Well, we gotta let them land. That's the big thing. We've got to let them land, because if we don't let them land, they're just gonna warp out of there. And that's why I'm thinking maybe for a low man pirate strategy, having a fighter might be a bad idea, because that's the first thing people are looking for to say, nope, let's go try another salvage yard. You know, as soon as they see somebody, they're out. So having a fighter might be one of the cutbacks that's necessary for a low man pirate group.
What Mantis?
But see, then if we do the Mantis, like, that's nice.
Low signature.
Yeah, it's low signature, but so does the Ghost. I mean, we can use the Hornet Ghost, and they won't see us outside of like 2,000 meters.
Right.
And we'll see them further than that, but it's still a bit risky, because I mean, if they sneak up on us or something like that, you know, maybe they see us before we see them, you know, maybe we don't get the pip, you know, I mean, there's a lot of things that can go wrong. But it's also a fighter, you know, as soon as they see us, they're out. With a Mantis, we can stop them, but now how do we get the goods? You know, they can't really leave, but we can't really stop them either, because a Mantis, it's never going to take out a C2. That C2 could just turn around and ram the Mantis, blow up the Mantis, and then go on their merry way with a little bit of ship damage.
Well, we can't be perfectly tuned for this, because
Right.
there's no such thing.
Right, that's
Even
what I'm
with the
saying.
big org I play with, I mean, sometimes we have ships come in, and then all of a sudden there's all these fighters behind them, and they come in and just cream us.
Right, yeah.
When there's like 13 of us or whatever, you know.
And in that scenario with the low man pirate group, I think that's still going to happen. If let's say me and Morocco were hiding on the ground, and you're waiting somewhere with the C2, and then we see another C2 show up, and then they've got a bunch of fighters with them, we're not going to stand a chance. I mean, we'll probably make it known that we're there, but we'll maybe act like we're stranded, or we're waiting for somebody, or whatever, you know, and we won't do anything in hopes that they don't kill us. And if they do, well, that's one of the shitty things about doing a low man group is if someone comes in with a lot, we can't win. But it's like you said earlier, we're waiting for those people that are not careful. You know, it's a single person, maybe even two, flying in a single C2 or A2 or M2, and they show up, you know, with a ship full of cargo that they're trying to sell. They don't have any fighter escorts, nothing like that. They land and they both get out. Then the heavily armed Morocco and PMAD can run in there and just knock the hell out of them, and then take their stuff. But we still have to open that C2. So if they did not power it off, it's going to have shields. In fact, I think even if it is powered off, we're still going to hit the shields, I think. We got to get through the shields before we can hit the cargo ramp to open it. Then once we get that open, we can board it. If it's soft death, we can't move it. So there's a chance that sometimes maybe we have to move the cargo from theirs to ours right there at the yard, or if it's flyable and we can get to the pilot seat and fly it and it lets us, then we fly it somewhere else and do it. And that would be the better scenario in case another pirate group shows up while we're trying to do that. Don't really want the pirates to get pirated. So we'll get out of there. Hey, Papa Cram.